wish anyone to cross my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous.
If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill them.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. We have just survived the battle at ALL. We have not killed Ash because I don't want to be a murderer.
Well, that's ancient history.
I mean, not really. It just happened.
So you...
Oh, what? Okay, I guess that I was like auto advance and it confused me. So yeah, I'm not gonna ask who Claude is. I obviously know who Claude is. Like, he wasn't in my class, but I know who Claude will be.
You used to teach at the Officers Academy 5 years back, right? I guess you didn't teach Claude, though.
I did not in this playthrough.
He asked me to help you because you seemed trustworthy.
I wonder how he came to that conclusion, other than the fact I saved him one time.
Claude of the Alliance? How did he learn of our plans? We can't underestimate someone like him.
So this is the only playthrough where, like, they always talk about Claude scheming and how he's this master tactician, but then his plans never actually seem that good. This is the first time, like, in-game circumstances, he's like, oh, he learned of this.
There is a reason they call him the master tactician. I suppose we are both fighting against the Empire now. The enemy of our enemy is our ally.
That's what they say.
That's right. I have a letter from him as well.
Oh, I love letters.
It's up to you to decide how to use it.
That is yours, Professor. Please tell me what it says when you see fit.
Interesting. She didn't say it was for me. I mean, she said she had a letter from him, and she was just talking about how he was talking about me. So I guess that's a reasonable conclusion, actually.
Okay, let's wrap up this handoff of soldiers. Not that I suspect you of anything, but I must warn you that these are very important soldiers for my territory. Don't treat them like expendable equipment.
I'll do my best.
Oh, by the way, I have some important information. A witness saw Lady Rhea being dragged off by the Imperial Army after the battle 5 years ago.
She was a dragon. How did they drag off a dragon?
Are you sure your source is reliable?
One of my own saw it happen. I'm certain.
It seems we chose wisely when we decided to fight against the Empire.
No, I mean, they did kind of attack the monastery.
Thank you for the information. We will rescue her at all costs.
All right.
Now that we have reinforcements, it is time to advance against the Empire.
Fantastic. Where to first?
And yet, we do not have enough troops to face our enemy's main army head-on.
Yeah. Are you going to send me the kingdom to gather more reinforcements?
We have no choice but to use our small numbers wisely, by taking over key locations as we blaze our way to the Imperial capital.
It'll be a fierce fight.
Yes, it will. We must brace ourselves.
I'm not going to say it's an easy win. Like, that's stupid.
As you know, the Ogma Mountains lie south of Garrick Mach, towards the Empire. In order to enter Empire territory, we must travel around those mountains. There are two possible routes: through the Kingdom to the west, and through the Alliance to the east.
I mean, as much as the kingdom supports us, we already have an alliance with Claude.
Yes, that makes sense.
I mean, not really an alliance, but we know Claude is sort of our pseudo-ally.
There are lords in the Alliance who support the Empire, but they are at least not completely under their control. Furthermore, you hold a key to the Empire within your grasp. Not quite. I am referring to the letter from Claude.
That's not really... we don't even know what that says yet.
Hey there, Teach. It's been a while, hasn't it? I never dared to imagine you might still be alive. Wonders never cease.
Oh, it's a talking letter.
I don't know exactly why, but I feel that I can trust you. So, I'm going to do just that. To that end, I propose an exchange. You're intending to invade the Empire. That much is clear. And that means your only option is to pass through the east.
I mean, not really. We just talked about there were two.
You'll have to cross the Aramid River, which runs along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. That means you'll need to gain control of the Great Bridge of Murden, the one closest to Garrick Mach. It just so happens my family, House Regan, is in conflict with House Gloucester right now. It would be easy enough for us to eliminate them, but I would prefer that we settle things without it coming to that.
I wonder if that's actually true. Would it be easy?
Do you see where I'm going with this? We'll act as a distraction and draw House Gloucester away from there. That will allow you to cross through their territory and take the Great Bridge of Murden.
And effectively put them between a, like, hammer and an anvil so that they'll suddenly be a lot more interested in brokering peace because they no longer have a retreat path.
After you take the bridge from the Imperial Army, House Gloucester won't be able to receive their aid. You'll get to cross Murden without any trouble, and I'll be able to maintain stability in the Alliance.
I mean, I don't know about without any trouble. You just said I have to take the bridge from the Empire.
Not a bad deal, eh? I hope to hear from you soon. Be well, Teach.
Once again, Claude actually seems a lot more tactician-y in not his route.
Master tactician indeed. Somehow he is already aware of our plan. The conditions are not bad. All is as he says it is. If we take the Great Bridge of Murden, and House Gloucester bows down to House Regan,
It does make sense.
the route from the monastery to the Empire will be much safer for our forces.
Yeah, I have no reason to be suspicious of
It
Claude.
seems you are decided. We will send our answer at once.
So that's the thing, like, he knew where we were, he knew we were receiving troops, he didn't do anything to stop us, and all his information seems on the up and up. So there's no reason to doubt him at this point. Plus, I'll even say, in all of the routes that exist, Claude is definitely treated well. Like, even when you
Part
fight
2.
him...
Silver snow. Lone moon. The rose-colored river.
in Edelgard's path, he still seems like...
The Resistance Army, having received reinforcements from House
I'm trying to talk, game.
AOL, is finally ready to unleash its invasion on the Imperial territories.
So yeah, when you fight him in Dimitri's route, he like aids you, and then it's revealed that a messenger was killed, and so the armies didn't trust each other. But he doesn't. You don't have bad blood with him. And then in Edelgard's route, would you actually like attack his city? Even then, like it's revealed that his whole ploy was, yeah, he might die, but he's uniting his people. So
The messenger we sent to Claude has returned. It seems he will be initiating the plan immediately. We will advance when House Regan's forces move out. We will take the Great Bridge of Murden with minimal casualties, and in doing so, initiate all-out war with the Empire.
oh boy,
We must prepare for battle, Professor.
of course. Why would you ever not? Legit question. Why would you ever not participate? Why would you bring these two, though? That's the big
Singing with
question.
others is a nice change of pace. Usually I do it when I'm alone.
I'm always expecting her not to be into this.
Singing is nice, isn't it? The only thing is, I'd prefer to do it without an audience. This'll come in handy.
I'm a bit surprised that nobody had, wanted to hang out with me. So, first question. I go into battles, are there... So we still have the same two battles, but we've seen both of those. Nothing special there. Certifications. Tarash can actually become a Mortal Savant, although not with a very high chance of passing. And frankly, that's his default class is better than that anyway. Petra can't become anything. I wouldn't want her to become anything. Leone is not yet high enough to become a Holy Knight. She needs faith, and she has almost none. The other one. Yeah, Lance. So this one just she needs writing. So yeah, I'll keep her. Yeah, I'll keep her moving towards Bow Knight. I keep forgetting because she just needs bow a lot, and I've been working very steadily on getting her bow. Edith also is not there yet. I'm close to it actually. Holy crap, Edith! What did I do to you? That's a Chivas. I guess Sedith just doesn't get to become anything. Like, he's so far away from everything. Catherine isn't there yet. These guys are, but I don't really want to move them up. Actually, I guess I have been moving them up. Yuri is, Constance is. Become a Grimory. That will actually allow you to provide some healing on top of what Flame gets.
I passed! As I knew I would, of course.
And then Happy is already a Death Knight, or a Dark Knight. Yeah, we really need to... Catherine, I'm curious. The Mortal Salon is 8%. You also have Falcon Knight, but she'd have to get Lance and Flying. I have not done a very good job in keeping up with that stuff, if you can't tell. Yeah, we'll explore the monastery. And by explore, I mean spend a lot of time talking to these people. So, Tarash is ready to talk to Petra, and that is it, surprisingly. Although I guess not really super surprisingly, because almost everyone else is done. Like, Balthus is the only one needing to finish up with these guys. Catherine's already done. Alois is already done, surprisingly. Bernie is ready to finish Sedith off. We'll watch that for sure,
Ah, Bernadetta, have you finished your illustrations?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
Yes, I have. Finally. This is the first time I've ever made anything for a real-life book. I was up all night finishing these.
I'm glad you had fun.
Bernie's all burned out now. I guess if they're no good, we'll just have to burn them all, huh?
Who the heck is this?
Let's leave the topic of burning aside for now, shall we? Show me what you've done.
You really should use that on Alois.
What do you think?
This is excellent work.
Of course, Bernie's amazing.
The color, especially. It truly brings your art to life. I will see that the new edition of our book is added to the Garrick Mock collection.
Hooray!
Really? Oh, that's such a relief. It was a tough job, but yeah, there's nothing Bernie can't handle.
Oh, there's some things Bernie can't handle, like talking to strangers.
You certainly do have some impressive mood swings. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to discuss.
Oh no, what did I get wrong?
Relax. I simply wanted to ask you about this last image. This is you here, is it not?
Is Bernie using herself for, like, his best friend?
Yes. Is that wrong? What's wrong with it?
Nothing at all. I'm only curious. Does that make me the person standing beside you?
Oh, do I get to be in it?
Oh, no, that's St. Keyhole.
Is that so? Then I must ask, what relationship are you suggesting you have with him?
Well, I got the impression that the story of St. Indec was told from St. Keyhole's point of view. So I just imagined that I asked St. Keyhole about it. And, that's where the picture came from. I guess I overdid it, huh? That's weird, isn't it? It's really weird. We can scrap it. Let's just get rid of it.
I mean, I think you kind of deserve to be memorialized. That's not really a right word because she's not dead, but...
Ah, so that's why. That's amusing.
It is?
Very much. And I think this is a very fitting end to the book, actually. St. Keyhole and Bernadetta. They would have made quite an interesting pair, I think. In fact, if the two of you had lived in the same time, I'm certain you would share a deep bond.
What? St. Keyhole and me? No way. I've already got my hands full just trying to be friends with you. But I've managed that at least, right? Haven't I?
Yeah, obviously. You made it to rank A.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was weird, but good. Okay, I was curious how many there were, because I was like already running out of the top bit. So Petra has nothing but me, Blaine, and I actually missed his yeah,
Hello,
Raphael.
Raphael. Are you well? Any chance you might be training today?
Of course! My muscles are always ready to train.
They sure are.
I imagine so. Mind if I tag along? I have been practicing my battle cries. I believe you shall notice a marked improvement. Rah! Yeah!
Wow, that sounds much better than last time. But try doing it more like this.
Can you imagine if Seth heard this from like far and just inside Raphael's room, Blaine just yelling her head off?
Oh, hearing it anew is positively invigorating. I have much training ahead if I am to become as strong as you.
Yeah, that'll be difficult, but I have faith in you.
Try not to strain yourself. You've got smarts, so you shouldn't have to worry about your muscles.
I won't be satisfied until my body is as strong as my mind.
Oh, that would be hard, because you actually are pretty smart.
As my body is so frail, my brother is endlessly worrying over me.
I know what that's like. I have a little sister too. I always worry about her, even when it's something small, like catching a cold.
Then surely you understand. I want to give my brother peace of mind.
I mean, I don't think he'll ever stop worrying.
If I don't get stronger, I won't be able to do all the things I wish to do. But I'm quite enjoying this. I have never shouted so loudly in all my life. Each time I allow myself to let go in such a way, I feel invigorated.
Well, if you're having fun, I'm not gonna stop you. Go on and shout as much as you want. Give it all you've got and make your brother proud.
Just you wait. I've only just begun.
All right. Gather up your energy deep in your gut and get ready to shout.
Okay, this is stupid as hell, but it's hilarious. And you know what? Hilarity makes me forgive everything. Catherine and Shamir are complete. You better believe I'm saving that, though. You best believe, my friend.
Take that, you goons! And that!
It'd be nice to goons.
No, Catherine's at it again. She has charged too far forward. I better join her before she... Are you all right?
That's what I was going to ask you. How could you be so reckless? All those times you scolded me, and now you get yourself all beaten up. To think, nearly getting yourself killed in a minor skirmish like this one.
I don't think there's such a thing as a minor skirmish. Like, if you're fighting for your life, it's major.
Quite right. Thankfully, I am not badly hurt. My apologies. I didn't mean to worry you.
What's gotten into you?
How do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I was supposed to patrol this area, not you. What are you even doing here?
Just happened to be passing through?
You are such a bad liar, Seth. I don't know how you fooled anyone about playing.
Sedith, this isn't like you bumped into me on a stroll around town. Nobody passes through a battlefield.
Battlefield? I thought you said it was a minor skirmish.
All right. I wanted to protect you.
What?
You'd pressed much too far ahead. I feared your life might be in danger. Once that thought occurred to me, I could not stand idly by. I had to shield you from
Okay,
harm.
so the correct terminology is I wanted to, like, fight by your side.
And you were injured in the process. I don't know what to say.
This reminds me a lot of when we were having to talk to, Gaspar about his battle strategies.
Sedith, I didn't realize you worried so much about my safety. I apologize, and I'm grateful. I guess we really are companions.
I did not do this merely to assist an ally. I did it for you. I don't want to lose you.
Aww.
And if I am willing to risk my life to protect you, just think how much scolding I am capable of. So you had best take better care of yourself.
All right, you've made your feelings clear. When you say it like that, I can't refuse. I'm sorry for making you worry all the time. I'll be more careful. I promise.
It's kind of adorable. Not
Please
gonna lie.
do. For my sake and yours.
Alright, so that means Sedith is done. On to Flame, who has... I forgot I kind of just randomly threw her at Manuela at one point, because Raphael was ready to talk.
Hello, Manuela. I was just wondering, what was it like back when you were involved with that opera
I
troupe?
feel bad for Manuela. Like, literally, the only characterization she has is that boys don't like her and she used to be in the opera. Like, everyone talks about the old days.
Your life must have been quite different from how it is here, I imagine.
My, how bold to ask an adult about their private life. I'll humor you, though. A diva's life is only glamorous while she's on stage. The rest of her time is consumed by grueling training. Just days and days of practicing, beginning at sunrise, with barely a moment to rest from one performance to the next. Then, once the performances begin, you're on stage for 3 shows a day. Absolutely exhausting. Is that anything like you imagined?
No one actually imagines other people's lives as grueling as they actually are.
It sounds like a world all its own. Thank you. I find the topic fascinating. What sort of roles did you tend to be cast in?
She's a diva, the lead.
As the lead performer, did you play the part of a princess much? Oh, I can only imagine how illustrious that would be.
You didn't even listen, did you?
Yes, I was a princess once or twice. And it was quite something, let me tell you. All those royal jewels and flowing gowns. And they didn't just give me the pretty clothes to wear because I was beautiful, you know. I had to fight and claw my way into every role.
Everyone? I thought once you were established as a diva, you wouldn't have to fight as much.
But once I was there on stage, singing my solo, and all eyes were on me, it was worth it. I was rewarded for every one of my countless hours of practice. And the cheers when I finished a song, the applause. Oh, I can't properly explain it, but I can tell you, it's an experience I will cherish until the day I die.
That's nice.
Wondrous. It all sounds so very glamorous. Despite how rigorous a schedule you kept, it sounds like the hard work was worth those fleeting moments on stage. Mine has always been a quiet life. It is hard not to feel a twinge of envy, hearing such stories from you.
Yeah, I wonder what her life's been like, because she's obviously a lot older than she lets on.
There's a lot to be said for the quiet life. It was never for me, of course. Still, I hear it's a pretty good deal for a lot of other folks. The thing is, Flame, well, you always have to remind yourself that if a place shines brighter than anywhere else,
Yep.
its shadows will be darker too.
There was something that was said, I forget who told me this, but it said people tend to live their life on ellipticals. And obviously I don't mean the exercise equipment. I mean the people who flare the brightest and have the greatest experiences will also have the lowest lows. Like, when they're up, they're the highest. When they're down, they're the darkest. Other people will tend to just be more middling. Like, their life they never have these grand, heroic, wonderful experiences. But they also never drop very far. So, like, their low points are they can't find a sandwich they really like. You know, something like that. It's the more extravagant you push, the more you get knocked down. But at the same time, you get to experience the great things.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's a thing I hope you never come to understand. You know what? The next time you visit, I'll tell you all about the time I played a beautiful princess, and about the handsome prince she fell in love with.
Oh, please! I would love to hear all about it.
Okay, so that is it. So we're down to these two. And of course, this is the place to end off our social linkage for the day. The final Catherine and Shamir social link. We've been waiting a long time to get to this.
you're safe. I'm so relieved.
I was just on a mission. What's gotten into you?
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about the last time we talked.
About being perfect partners?
About our paths diverging. I've been a little afraid since then. Afraid that you might quit the Knights.
The terrible Thunder Catherine. Afraid? I thought you weren't afraid of anything.
Nothing that's trying to hurt her. Just things that could.
I kind of thought so too. I realized that I might actually lose you someday, and that's scarier than I expected.
Aww.
I've never felt this way about anyone other than Lady Rhea.
You seem very passionate about this.
I guess so. I have many brothers and sisters in arms, but you're my only partner. I know you have my back, so I can focus on the battle in front of me.
I see. Catherine, I have to tell you something.
This is... I don't know why, this just gives me such a tingle of joy.
I lost my first partner. Which is why I can make no guarantees that this will last forever.
That's so Shamir, though. No fuzzy words.
But I want you to know, there's no one I would rather have at my side. I could never sever my bond with you.
Aww.
If there ever comes a day when our paths do diverge, know that I'll always be with you.
Thank you. I lost someone too. I thought we'd be together forever, but our lives went in different directions.
I wonder who this was.
Relationships are so fragile.
Of course. But that's enough of that. I can't stand any more of your vulnerable side.
Ah, sorry, partner. Hope I didn't worry you. I lost hold of myself there.
No need to apologize. It's what partners are for. If you'd like, we can start planning our next move.
Next move? What do you mean?
You're moving in together. Okay, probably not.
We can wed if you're that worried about losing me. Though, I may tire of your company. You look a bit red. What's the matter, partner?
God damn it, Shamir.
That was just unexpected. If you'll excuse me, I need some fresh air.
Shamir, you absolute bee. Oh, that was great. So you better believe we're going down to the abyss, and we are cinching this. Like, they are definitely ending up together. It's going to be tough, because I'd always said Shamir was going to be like my... When I think back to this game, Shamir is the person I end up with. I'm actually thinking that might not be true. I do just love Shamir and Catherine as a couple so much. And it's weird for me to say that. I don't usually get all mushy-do like that. You know, I don't get super into relationship talk. But it just, it legitimately makes me happy.
Why, hello there.
Connect fates. Wow, 10,000. Yeah.
If it is your wish.
I think it's only 500 for anything else. But no, I definitely want them to end up together. It's the only time I'll do this, but I want to see their ending.
Everything is within your grasp.
Oh, okay, I see. So Bernadette and Yuri could be together. And I guess the size of the heart, the big hearts like we've already done, Yuri and Bernadette are already close. Linhardt and Blaine. And Linhardt and Hoppy, that could go either way. Ferdinand could end up with... Okay, that's kind of cool, though. It shows you which ones are already done. Seth and Catherine are not that close, but... Like, by the end of the game, what I'm worried about is that I'm not going to be fielding Shamir very much, because I've fielded her so many playthroughs, I don't need to keep using her. But I want them together.
Come back soon.
And hey, that's what this thing is for. Everyone else, I've talked about it before. Everyone else, I'm very, very big on the game playing out the way it's supposed to. I don't want to do that too much.
Nice.
I just really want to see their ending.
I've never met someone like Judy. She's easygoing, but at the same time, tough as nails. I bet she'd be real fun to hang out with.
Last year you said that you'd like think about who's like super fun to hang out with.
Judy's great. Unlike that other guy, Lord, what's his name? Can't stand people like him. People who think they're always in the right. All he did was make trouble, but he convinced himself it was for a good cause. So infuriating.
Alright, and then we've got a dude bro over here.
House Daphne was kind enough to share their food with us. It may not be much in the grand scheme of things, but the gesture means a lot.
Yeah, we need food.
The hero of Daphne is something else too, isn't she? Balthus seems pretty taken with
Of course he is. Why does that surprise me? It really shouldn't. Excuse me.
Maybe.
You talk to your.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that House Row would show up?
I predicted it.
They must have been sweating blood to get to Ayla from way out there. Guess it's been a while since I left House Row, so it doesn't bother me much to have to fight them.
I almost was like, well, you didn't have to fight them, but no, he was actually in the battlefield.
Kinda always knew I'd be the one to take that stubborn old donkey out. I've been ready for this.
I wish I'd actually had you like do the final blow then. I didn't remember that you were connected to them. Why, that's my bad.
Really? Huh. That lady hasn't changed a bit since I was a kid. Still intimidating as hell. What a woman. Being me, I'm not nervous or anything. I'm not sure how to approach her. That's all. My luck, she'll treat me like I'm still a kid, even though I'm clearly a full-grown adult man. If that's the angle she takes, maybe I can get some nice hugs out of this. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Damn it, Balthus. No, down. Don't loot on our ally. Don't loot on our, like, meal ticket.
Invading the Empire at last, are we? I cannot still the wild palpitations in my chest.
Her hair is so interesting.
I have made myself ready to the extent that I could, but now that the day draws near, I fear that to proceed will be to abandon all hope of restoring the Imperial House of Nouvelle.
I mean, you'll just have to have the House of Nouvelle.
Which leaves me with no choice but to appeal to you and Claude for that. My dream is in your hands.
I'm kind of surprised that, you know, you've given her backstory. She really shouldn't even be helping us do this. I feel a little bit bad that we're basically forcing her to.
Not sure what brought people back up above, but I'm glad for it. The dining hall, the greenhouse, they're all ripe for the picking again. I mean, for them. Good for them.
Hey. Sir?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Of course you do.
Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all reportable things, I'm your guy.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Oh, you didn't report anything. So, next time we will finish the other half of the library, find out what that stuff is, and we will talk to everyone up above. So, hopefully that'll make a cool episode, because we're at about 33 minutes now, and that'll be a nice double cut. See you then, guys.
Thank you.